from 9 employees in the first 2 years, how many after 6 years now?
So we are roughly around 1,000 plus now.
And still hiring.
Still hiring.
In an environment where many startups are firing.
Yeah, I think last month we have around 60 people joining us.
And how difficult is it to hire an engineer, Neeraj, or have you always found it slightly easier than your competitors? Because last year it was crazy, the kind of incentives. So all of us used to wish that, we had studied full stack and mean stack and whatever stack.
So one thing which we particularly focused on is building awesome culture. So what any developer or engineer want is basically clarity. If you could provide the clarity, that is the best form of engagement that excites them the most. Rest everything is secondary according to me. And in our interview, we feel that we are able to connect with those engineers, whoever like our vision, our version of building the most simplest app for the investment. So those people understand, they believe in the idea, they come and join us. Hiring has been easier for us at every step. When we started in 2016, that time also we didn't find any challenge. Now also we are 400 engineers now. So since then
And are people constantly trying to poach them? How do you kind of retain them? Do ESOP buybacks help?
Yes, companies are going to the level where they create banner, write their name and say we are waiting for you and post it on social media. For example, they'll write your name and they say we are waiting for you. Yes, it has happened. So, and not just engineering, all the teams that we have built, people.
But I think what Neeraj was saying earlier, the culture actually helps retain also. It's not only about hiring.
And by culture, it's a product-driven culture or an entrepreneurial culture.
Ownership-driven culture in some ways, right?
Culture.
So, a lot of people get to do things in Groww which they might do in 10 years at a different place. They are able to write a code which actually goes out to the customer and they are actually get feedback on that. So, a lot of those things excite people. I have done something which actually is seen by millions of people. So you won't get to do those kind of things in a larger company. So that helps retain people from a larger companies easily.
Is it hard for all 4 co-founders, 4 of you, to stay connected when the organization has scaled to 1,200? Do you guys take out time to do that every week, or how do you do it?
So actually this problem, I think we thought that this is a problem first of all, and primarily coming from COVID actually. Less from the size, because I think we are not as large as
you can still shout out across the floor and Lalit.
So it's very easy to kind of talk to each other. The problem comes because of COVID. We were working from home for almost 2 years. We recently kind of started coming to office, and that was the time when we were kind of continuously in the meetings and having a time for us, 4 of us, to sit together, or you can't even shout out to anyone in between, right? So it's very difficult. So that time what we did was we carved out like 3-4 hours in a week where we will not have meetings and we can connect on a call and talk to each other.
This is just the 4 of you?
This is just 4 of us. So that helped in some ways.
Does this happen in person now instead of Zoom, this catch up?
It's still there on calendar. Now it's not compulsory in some ways. People end up scheduling meetings on that time as well, but we are able to still, now that problem is not there. Now we come to office very frequently.